We were sitting in a bar in Portland, and we looked at each other and we're like, man, I'm glad we never got in a fight with any of those guys. What we're doing has value in people's lives. Pressure is what makes people better.
In that case, let's have some fun.
It's gonna be a great year for everybody who wants it to be.
The only announcement is to come to my party tonight, 5 to 7, games, food, prizes, and I will not be wearing sweatpants. And then tomorrow, yoga, 11 to 1. Please sign up if you know you're gonna come. Jiu-jitsu, 1 to 3. Corey, tomorrow might be the day for you to try jiu-jitsu.
Oh, hell to the no.
SPG on 3. 1, 2, 3, SPG.
I think I actually have to wear slacks, a button shirt, maybe even a tie. No guarantee on the tie. I'm hoping no tie. I don't like things around my neck. Keith and I wanted to thank everybody who showed up, not just tonight, but who shows up in the gym and who's the reason why the gym is what it is. It really is you guys more than anything else. The connections that you guys have made with each other, the connections you've made with us, that's really what sets the gym apart. There's lots of gyms, there's lots of martial arts, but what we have is a community. And I'm not gonna go into the details because a lot of you guys know the story, but I do wanna point out that if you're dealing with adversity right now, or if things aren't going the way you want them to go, it might not be the worst thing. Okay, because Keith and I were both unemployed. I was collecting unemployment when we started the gym, and it turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to us. So keep that in mind if you're struggling right now. That might actually be a gift in the future, because I would have never guessed 10 years ago that I'd be standing up here talking to you guys right now. Okay, it's been an incredible experience. I can't thank you guys enough, and again, I can't give you enough credit, because I really feel small when I look at the hundreds of people at the gym, and I realize that you guys are doing as much, if not more, on a daily basis to help grow the community and the culture that we've developed. So I just want to thank you guys for that, tell you how much we appreciate you and how much we look forward to the next 10 years in the Valley, and we're not going anywhere, and hopefully you guys aren't either.
Welcome. Thanks for being here. 10 years ago, we were across the street in Robin and Mary and Tommy will remember, and Shar. It was a cinder block room that was about half the size of this, and one corner, the cinder blocks had kind of separated so the snow would come in sometimes. So I was thinking that we could just keep the front door propped open to recreate that moment. I was thinking this morning, what do I really want everyone to know about yoga? I've got basically 2 hours to tell them everything that's important to me. And I decided I didn't really want to tell you what brought me to yoga, because it's kind of a boring story and you've heard it before. And I'm not really that interested in, or I don't think maybe you're that interested in hearing the benefits that I've received from this practice over the last decade or so, 2 decades. I mean, that's kind of boring too. But what I hope to show you is instead what keeps me coming back. At the end of the day, when I think about what draws me back to the mat every time, it's that thirst and that hunger to see what's next. So that's what I hope today is all about. Let's have some fun. Boop. There we go. How long can you stay there? You like this, you can stay there. I'm gonna tell a little story. One of our videos was posted that Ari did of me telling a little boy up in Whitefish that if he keeps asking for stripes, he won't get any. And I'm reading the comments that people, I mean, it's been like shared and posted all over the place. I don't even know half the people that are commenting. And one guy posted, "What a bitch." And I was like, my work is done. In a yoga posture, I don't have anybody trying to choke me, thank God. But I do have this fight against myself. I should be able to control myself into the posture and out of the posture. And if you're only in the joints, then you become a victim of the pose rather than being in charge of the pose. And not to get all philosophical on you, but that's one of the big reasons why I practice yoga, is that I want to feel like I can control what's happening, what my reaction is to what's happening. I can't control what's out there, thank you, but I can control how I react to it. And I can only control how I react to it if I'm strong enough and I'm mobile enough. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I continue to come back to the mat. How can I get stronger? How can I be more mobile? How can I prepare myself physically, mentally, emotionally to handle whatever life has to give me?
I was already fighting people before I knew jiu-jitsu. And then I went to jiu-jitsu with my brother. We joined on the same night. And you know what? Within like the first week, we were sitting in a bar in Portland, and we looked at each other and we're like, man, I'm glad we never got in a fight with any of those guys. That was our first thought. It wasn't, look at what badasses we are. It was, look at how much we didn't know that we thought we knew. And so we kept coming back, okay? And we got beat and beat and beat and beat and beat and beat over and over and over and over and over again. And got the ego beat right out of you, and guess what? Now we don't get in fights anymore, right? You're gonna have days where you life bad, and then days when you life good, and then bad, and then good, and then bad and good, and then when you stand back, hopefully at the end of your life, the graph went this way. And I keep saying life because jiu-jitsu to me, they're the same. They're the same. Jiu-jitsu is just the best activity I've found to help me life better, right? Because back to what I said originally, and it's totally true, you are forced to face this. That frustration you're feeling, that's jiu-jitsu forcing you to face you. That's the beautiful thing about jiu-jitsu.
Guys are looking good.
That's why when you hear people say it gets rid of your ego, it does. You either quit because your ego gets in the way and you can't deal with the fact that there are other people that are better than you, or you dump your ego and you go, okay, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to be better. I'm ready to accept the fact that I don't know it all yet. You want to know who you are? You want to know what you are? Come in here, get on the mat, and we'll show you. And then if you want to be somebody other than the person that you found out you were today, then come back tomorrow. Okay, that's what makes jiu-jitsu great, because it makes you great. Do you understand?